Good morning and welcome to episode 45 of An Inquisitive Crafter. Hello, friends. How are you today? It is Sunday, April 27th. It is fixing to be time for a clock to ring because it's almost 7:40 in the morning. And I'm Susie, and we're just going to get right into it. All right. I have some finished objects. Well, a finished object, a half-finished object. I have works in progress. I have life stuff of incoming, and what I've been reading and watching today to share with you. And I'm so excited. Okay, because I am so excited because we have a professor in the house. Look, this is Professor Fungi. He loves to wander the woods with his little basket, looking for mushrooms to collect to show his students. He's adorable. I love him so much. Look at him. He's so cute. He's almost exactly what I pictured he would be. When I got my yarn, and when I saw the colors and when I knew it was about a mushroom professor, this is pretty much what I thought I wanted him to look like. I would love to see one with a flat hat. I think that would be cute. But this, I mean, look at the gills. Sarah Schira is the designer of this gnome, and she put in some optional like colorwork texture-y stuff, which I don't know that I followed exactly because I got lost in the middle a little bit, but I'm glad I put it in because it's cute. Look at the little feet. There's a plastic piece from a yogurt lid that I put at the bottom, and then there's another one here to keep this nice and flat. I'm thinking about making some glasses to put on him because Sarah recommended that would be cute. I don't know though if they would sit low enough. This nose is not actually from the pattern. I think the pattern nose is a little bit bigger, but I forgot to make the nose when I did the first. She had you make all of the little bits and bobs, the beard, the basket handle, the basket, the feet, the arms. That was all at the beginning, but I forgot the nose until I was putting them together, and I was like, oh, the video tutorial talks about a nose, and I don't have a nose. So, but I had made this one for another gnome and didn't like it, so I just put that on it because it's almost the same size. It's the same color. Looks okay. The only thing I would have changed is I wish I'd put this arm a little farther away because I think it blends in too much with the beard and the body. But other than that, it's perfect. The basket, I wish you could see how cute the basket is. I don't think it shows up as cute on camera. So anyway, I put, those tool bags that you always get with stitch markers or various knitting and crochet things, organza bags, maybe that's what they're called. I have a ton of those. And so I filled one up to here with rice and put it in to be a weight. So he's got some heft to him, and then the rest is stuffing. Anyway, oh my gosh, so cute. So that is Professor Fungi. I started him on, my notes are down here. I started him on April 4th and ended him on Friday, April 25th. and the knit along goes in through the 30th, I think. So just in time for an April gnome for Sarah Schira's Neat Year of Gnomes. You make a different gnome every month from one of her patterns. I am not actually participating in the full year because I did January. I think I did January and then I've done April. But you can do each one. And this counts for her Professor Fungi knit along, which was a mystery knit along that she was running. Anyway, I love this. Oh my gosh. I love him. Okay, the second thing is a half-finished object. It is my Fearless DK Weight Socks by Denise DeSantis, who is Earth Tones Girl on YouTube. And I started this on March 22nd and finished it this morning. So here is it's a shorty sock, has a shadow wrap heel, which I had not done before, and I really like it because I can get that done like in a couple of hours in a day. Like it's so fast to me. And then the decreases are finished, not like a heel flap and gusset, which is my usual method for my socks. I don't remember what this yarn is, but it is super soft and beautiful, and it is I knit this for sock knitting and book reading Cal that Denise is running on her YouTube channel and her Instagram and Ravelry. And this exactly matches the cover of The Song for Achilles by Madeline Miller, which I haven't actually started reading that book yet. But I have finished a sock. And I started the second sock. So I'm just on the cuff of the second sock. So that's good. If I can get the heel done today or tomorrow, that would be excellent. I do still need to, I have some problems with the corners of heels, so I need to like stitch that better. I'm just seeing that now. And these stitch markers are telling me how many rounds. So there's a stitch marker every 10 rounds from the end of the heel. And so that way when I make my second sock, I don't have to work so hard. This was 56 rounds, I think. 5. Yeah, I think 56 rounds. And this was a 56 stitch cast on too. This is DK weight, and it is so soft and squishy, and these are mine, and I cannot wait to finish the second one. But I don't know if I have time for that right now, because I am also working on Nitty Natty's The Float Tote crochet along that she is hosting on Discord, which I have not been on Discord. My son helped me get on, and then I've not done it. So it's like I'm ghost participating. But the Float Tote Cal is making a tote that, let me see, I'm getting all my parts together. I have no ends woven in, so it's going to be sloppy. It is a tote that has little cups that you can put your skeins of yarn for color work, so that all the yarn stays organized in it. Then you can just turn the bag so you don't have all the tangles, and you can carry it wherever. So I am behind. This ends on the 30th. Started on the 4th of April, ends on the 30th of April. And I have completed all the cups. So I did the 3-cup version. So there's my cups. I'm just using random cotton that I have at my house, and you hold it double, so they're pretty thick. There's my cups. I've completed the insert, so this will have little magnetic snaps here that the cups will magnetize to, snap to. And then I am working on the base of the bag, of the actual bag part. So this will sit inside the bag. So it can be taken out if I don't want to use it. And then after I finish the base, the body of the bag will be in this color, and then the handles. So I don't know if I'll get this done by the 30th, but I'm going to try. Oh, there you go. There's our warning. Okay, so that pretty much is all I've been working on. Oh, no, that's a lie. I also started a prayer shawl. It's called the Prayer Shawl by Elaine Phillips. That's my notes, and I've just written like on top of another note, so it's hard to read. Elaine Phillips, and I started this on, I think this is a free pattern, I believe. I started this on April 15th. My son's counselor's spouse passed away, and I'm making this for her. So here's what I've done so far. It actually goes, that's the bottom. It's this way. So it'll be, oh, I'm ripping out stitches. There. So this is the bottom, and you keep going. And I'm just using some Karen 1 pound that I got from Joann's. Rest in peace, Joann's. With no plan. I was gonna make a baby blanket or something, and then I found this shawl, and it looks so to me it looks so complicated and beautiful, and I love it. So I think it'll be perfect. Somebody made this in 6 hours, so I worked for 2, and that's how far I've got it done. So I don't think it's gonna be 6 hours for me, but maybe. I put this on because I was looking at part of last podcast, and I noticed I was wearing my pajamas. I was wearing the same pajama shirt. So I was like, let me spice it up a little bit. I thought that was funny. I think I'm going to be podcasting every other week, because otherwise I'm never going to get anything finished, and you're going to get bored. So I didn't podcast last week because it was Easter and lots of church, and I didn't have anything done. So I just thought that'd be better. Okay, let's talk about incoming. I have 2 things. First of all, I don't know who posted this, but I saw somebody talk about a Tunisian crochet interchangeable kit that they had gotten, and it was on sale, and I thought, oh, I kind of want to dabble in Tunisian crochet. Let me try that. So I ordered this off of Amazon, and it comes with it comes with this bag. It has I mean, it's not super sturdy, but it's okay. It has a little pocket in there. It comes with some end stoppers and a rubber pad to help tighten your hook to your cable. Also has a little pin to help tighten it, and it has some extenders. So there's that. Comes with cables that I've just dropped all over my floor. Okay, I think it comes with 3 cables of varying lengths. So a short one, a medium one, and a long one with this purpley pink cord. I have some Tunisian hooks, but they're just like the straight, like just like a knitting needle bed hook. And Tunisian knitting crocheting is getting more popular, and I really like this style of hook. This is like it's not a Susan Bates, but it reminds me of Susan Bates hooks. So it came with all these hooks. They're aluminum, and it has that inline head that I really like. And I like this hook. Now, I have not used these. I looked it up online, and people said they liked them. The only thing that maybe they didn't like was that it was metal. But you can get wooden ones if you don't like the metal ones, and I don't mind the metal ones. Even the thickest hook is not heavy. I mean, it has a little bit of weight, but it's pretty good. So I hope to be working on some projects with this over the summer, but I do like that I have a full kit. It's like I'm building up my retirement bank of crafting things so that I'm prepared. I don't know. I'm buying like it's going out of style. I purchased, this is season 10 of Knit Stars, and they have some crochet classes. These are classes you can get online. And I purchased season 10. Can I afford this? No, but I did it anyway. I mean, it was not another cord. Was it a good decision? I don't know. I hope so. But it has some crochet teachers and knitting teachers, and it had some classes that I want. I purchased, what have I purchased? I purchased an Advent. I've purchased a Advent skein. I've talked about some of these before. Oh, I'm getting hot. I purchased Halloween Advent. I purchased, did I purchase the summer one? No, I'm trying to get my husband to buy me the summer one from Yarnaceous Fibers. I want their summer one. I have 2 more woolen women's boxes coming. Just like crazy. Okay, but I got a prize from Amy of A Happy Little Yarn. I won this from participating in Stitch Quest Q1. And I was blown away. So excited about this package. Thank you, Amy. Oh my gosh, I was so excited. So excited. Okay, I just didn't know what to expect. So she gave me a cute little note. Thanks for participating in Stitch Quest. And then, okay, I don't know what to show you first. Okay, I like it all, but I'm going to show you, well, I'm just going to show you all. Okay, it comes with some Odd Girl progress keepers that were designed for Stitch Quest. So this is, okay, I think this is a Moon Warden. And I should know, I'm not participating, and I don't remember what this is called. Is this the Luna? And then a dragon. Oh my gosh. That's so cute. Okay, y'all know dragons are my thing. They are so my thing. And then it came with, this hand-dyed Oklahoma yarn, Stitchin' with Yarn, in the Stitch Quest 2025 colorway. This is sock fingering weight 75%, 25%, superwash merino wool and nylon. It is the softest stuff, and it is my colors. Look at this. Look at this. It has that aqua, it has teal, it has purple, it has blue. It is so gorgeous. And it is the softest thing. I prefer, my stomach, I'm so sorry. I prefer like 85-15. Does that work out? Yeah. Or 80-20. And I don't think of 75-25 as being soft. And this, oh, it's so soft. So I have plans for this. And then the bag that matches the yarn. Okay, look. Okay. It's dragons. Dragons. Okay, so it has her Knitter's Handmade. I think this is Happy Little Yarn Made. It has a pocket in the front. And then the back. And then the inside is this beautiful minty green color. So we'll put that in there. I will put this in here. And then once I wind it up, I'll be all ready. Look how cute the bag is. Look. I think Katie's Randomness is who designed this bag. It's got a little box bottom. And it is so nice, but it has dragons. Oh my gosh. So I feel super excited. So thrilled. Thank you, Amy. So I have plans. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna make, but I'm gonna make something. Okay, let me tell you. Okay, so let's go through life stuff. Because that's all my incoming, that's everything that I have. Oh, I also got a Texas Gardener 2025 planting guide. I haven't started gardening yet, but I do have some parsley growing, and I didn't even know I could grow parsley. Okay, so celebrated Easter with my family. That was good. Had a Good Friday off. I played at church, played my cello at church on Holy Thursday with, I usually sing at the Saturday. Well, I am the Saturday choir for Mass at my church. And then there's a Sunday English choir. So I sang with them or played with them. And then I played on Good Friday and got to go to Stations of the Cross, which I hadn't done the whole Lent this year. So that was nice. And then my husband went with me to Mass on Easter Sunday. So that was really nice. My daughter came home from college, so that was fun. We went out and did some shopping and on Easter Saturday, and then Easter Sunday, had baskets for the kids with some little journals in them instead of books. And then I went to my parents and had a good time with my sister and my brothers and their kids. It was just a good day, very relaxing, very nice, very demure. And then back to work. And then Pope Francis died. I was devastated. I mean, he'd been sick. He's 88. And the last video I saw of him, he looked bad. But I was still caught off guard. And I was so sad. I told my dad that I was so sad and just sad the whole Monday that we went back to work. And my dad says, really? Because I'm not getting the purpose. I did think it was neat. He died on Easter Sunday. I mean, that is fitting. And I read a reflection on his death in America Media magazine, which is a Catholic magazine. And it talked about how that when Jesus died and resurrected, he did not go and appear before the Sanhedrin or the Pharisees. He didn't come back to Herod or Pontius Pilate and say, ha, look at me, I'm back. He went and built, like, continued working on his relationships with his family and friends. Like, he went and found his mom and his apostles, his disciples, and because that's the important thing. And that when you die, it's not the end, and we will all be together again, which of course I know, but I had to have my moment of sadness. I'm hopeful that, I'm excited that I watched The Conclave, the movie. It was so good. You should watch it if you haven't watched it. But I feel like super prepared for what's going to happen, except I don't know any of the players. Like, I don't know who's in line for the next pope. I hope it's going to be someone that continues Pope Francis's progressive message of love and acceptance. I don't want a super liberal pope, I guess, like to make sweeping changes, but I don't want a conservative. I'm seeing too much, let's go back to Latin Mass, let's go back to head coverings for women, like people stuck in the Old Testament and not understanding the New. I don't know. So I'm praying about it. I mean, whatever's going to happen is going to happen, but I'm here for all of it. My husband's health is improving some. The medication that he's taking is working a little bit, and so any improvement is good improvement. So I'm happy about that. We've been able to go out to eat, and he's been able to go to the grocery store and shop with me, which used to be something we did together. And I'm happy that we're getting to do that again. We've been watching the NBA Finals. So that is pretty much all I've been watching because my husband really loves basketball, and Houston is in the finals, and the Rockets, I'm sad the Mavericks aren't there, but I'm sad Luka is not a Mavericks, but that's a whole nother discussion. So he's been enjoying watching that, and mostly I watch a little bit and then read and knit and crochet and then fall asleep. So, okay, but what I've been reading the Saint of Steel series by T. Kingfisher. There are 4 books in this series. This is a fantasy series. Paladin's Grace. That was an amazing book. I keep a list of all the books I've read in the year, and I noticed I put a star by that because that was my favorite, and I hadn't started that star. I've been doing the book list for, this is my 3rd year now, to keep a list, and I hadn't been noting like my favorite books, but put a star by that one. Paladin's Strength, that was also a good one. I put a star by that one. Paladin's Hope, wasn't my, these are like romantic-y a little bit, yeah. And that wasn't my favorite couple, but it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. It was just, I'm a little bit more conservative than I want to be, I guess. Anyway, I'll let you read it. And then sorry. Okay, and I'm waiting for the 4th book in the series, the last book, I guess, Paladin's Faith. That's on my TBR list, but I'm on a wait list to get that book, which is fine. The Saint of Steel series is are books about these paladins who were in service of a god who died. You don't really know anything about that. Like, they don't tell you enough stuff about that. And so I don't know if that's going to be important in the 4th book or not. But they, their gift, I guess, is to become berserkers. But the god would tell them, like, who to kill and when to stop killing. And then when he died, there was nothing to stop them from killing being in these rages, they didn't. It was hard. It's hard for them to stop. So they have a lot of guilt about things that happened when the god died, and a lot of fear in trying to restrain themselves, like to not have it happen. But they go out and they are now in the service of another god. The politics in the book are like my kind of politics, so progressive. But this is like fantasy. This is not like real life at all. So, but there's a lot of like caring for others and looking out for the unfortunate, and I like that. And the characters they're flawed. The thing that initially really attracted me to the first book was the paladin was a sock knitter. So I love that. And then in this one, was it the second one or the third one? One was a spinner, spun yarn. So I thought that was funny. I have just finished The Reading List by Sarah Nisha Adams. That is an amazing book. Where's my phone? I wanted to read to you the little synopsis, but now I can't find my phone. Okay, so it is about a teenager who is on summer break from college, and she's working in a library, and she befriends a 75-year-old widower, and they are working through this book list that mysteriously shows up in the library, tucked away in books. And so as they go through the list, reading them and recommending them to each other, the stories that are in the books that they're reading are affecting their lives. It was really really good. It was really good. It was about libraries, my favorite thing. It was about people. I love things about people. The book list were not a whole bunch of books I've read. I've read some of them. It did not make me want to read the other books just because I don't like sad things. And I make the mistake of looking up synopsises on Wikipedia. And that has turned me away from a lot of things, a lot of shows, a lot of books, because of the way, that's crowdsourced, right? So that's not a good way, but I keep doing it. Anyway, so I'll look up the plot of books and go, oh, I don't want to read that. One of the books was Life of Pi. Everybody says what a great book that is, but I've read about it and I just don't want to read it. I don't want to be that sad. I don't know. Anyway, so it's like I could vicariously read these books and not actually have to read them. It was really good. Highly recommend. And then I also finished just yesterday Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. This is a romance. It was very funny and interesting because it was supposed to be kind of like a modern retelling of Aladdin, the Disney movie Aladdin. But it wasn't like in that time period, wasn't in that locale. It was in the United States. It was modern, but it took me, I'm slow, I guess it took me a little bit to figure out how they were tying it into Aladdin. And the title is Part of Your World, which makes me think of Little Mermaid. But it was really good. It was very fun and light and frivolous, and I enjoyed it a lot. It had one scene in there, I just laughed. Not appropriate, I can't talk about it here. It's a family-friendly show. But it made me laugh out loud. My husband was like, are you okay? Because I told him I was taking a nap and I was reading. Let me see. Okay. And then lastly, things that are coming up. There is a May Gnome Knit Along that Sarah Schira of Imagine Landscapes is hosting. Let me get the book. You have to have the book, her book, The Gnomes of Grimblewood, and we will be knitting with guided Zoom tutorials. Is that what I wrote down wording? I like specific phrases. A Gnoddy, that's the name of the gnome. Guided knit along with weekly Zooms with tutorials. This is May 11th through the 31st. So let me see if I can find Gnoddy here. Gnoddy is the ear flap gnome. And I am going to participate. Gnoddy has a nose for adventure. She likes to walk to the cafe for a cup of acorn and chanterelle tea. I don't know what that is. And then sets off in a random direction. She smiles at everyone she passes and makes friends easily. If you see her walking one morning, be sure to chat with her. You never know where her friendship will take her. And I just really love the whimsicalness of Sarah Schira and her gnomes. I mean, hello. And it is all good. All good, uplifting, beautiful. You will love it. There's no registration needed for this knit along, but you do need the book. Okay, Splashpad Party hosted by Down Cellar Studio, Boston Jen, starts June 1st. I think it goes through July 31st, but I was kind of quickly going through the websites, the Ravelry discussion threads, trying to find the end, and I'm not sure. So, but I think it does. You have to register for that. A registration opens May 15th. There's no charge. And it's just, whips are allowed. You just knit what you want and chat if you want to, and then enter for prizes. And it is a lot of fun, very relaxing. And that's what summer is for me, is Splashpad. I love it. And then Stitch Quest, hosted by Happy Little Yarns, Amy and the Cat Lady. We're in quarter 2. This is on Ravelry, and you take a thread of the true path for this quarter and make it into what you want, something inspiring for you. So that's what this yarn's going to be, and enter it. And yeah, that's fun. The storyline is cute. I'm all about fantasy. So, okay. Whew. Almost 40 minutes of me going. I do appreciate talking to you guys. I do appreciate sharing what I'm making. I would love to hear what you're making. I would love it if you would like and subscribe if you enjoyed this and would like to see more. This will be every other week, so it won't be too demanding on your time. And I don't have a knitting community here right now. And so you're my community, and I like talking to you. So I hope you come back for more. Hope you have a great couple of weeks. Enjoy the spring, and I'll talk to you later.